I got a feeling deep inside, oh yeah. That's right. Hey, peace be with you, man. When you think of a Hofner, you're usually thinking of this thing, man. Right? A violin-shaped bass with a mop top attached to it, right? That's what the whole world thinks. Saying, but if you're in Europe and you're hip to the trip, right? You might think of Hofner as something else. You might think of it as an old guitar that's beat up, or an old classical guitar called a Wandergitarre that's used, or a hiking guitar. You wander around and you play it, right? Or maybe an old violin in your grandpa's attic. That's what the Europeans think about Hofner, right? Not necessarily about, oh, Linder, why don't you come here and help me clean up this mess? Okay, Paul. What do you have that British accent, Linder? I don't know, Paul. Right? That's what the rest of the world thinks of Hofner. Just because Paul McCartney played a Hofner Beatle bass. You know what I'm saying? It's the way it goes. You don't think something like this, right? Old Guitkit always thinks of something like that. I never had one until recently. I'm going to tell you the tale of how I acquired it. Alright, so I'll tell you the tale. In the swap meet in the early morning, I said like this. I always have my eye out, right? For instruments, right? I'm looking around. I see this on a table with like a nice stand, right? And there's nothing else really on the table. And I see a guy sort of like standing near the other table, like dealing some kind of like gloves or something like that for some other guy. I was like, hey man, is this your guitar? He's like, no. Some other guy is like, I don't know where he is. Maybe he's taking a shit or something like that. He'll be back, you know what I mean? He'll be back, just circle around. I was like, oh, circle around, right? So I'm like this around the rest of the swap meet, right? I didn't see anything else. I came back to the table. And I seen the same guy again. He was like doing some other deal with the guy. He's like, knows I'm going to ask him again. Hey, you see that guy? So I didn't even bother, right? The guy was nowhere to be found, man. So I like went around again, like, all right. I did like 2 or 3 more times. And eventually I was like, fuck this. I'm just going to go home. You know what I mean? I'm going to lose out on Hofner, but so I went back again, like, I seen some like old dude sitting in a minivan behind the thing, like a German-looking guy with a, you know what I mean, a cup of coffee, you know what I mean, drinking it up, you know what I'm saying. I pointed out the instrument, and it was on a stand. There's nothing else really on the table, you know, really of note, you know. And he's like, gets out of his car, or maybe just rolled down the window actually, because you know what I mean. He's like, "What do you want?" I was like, I like to have this guitar, man. What are you thinking? He's like, $75, and it comes with nice stand. I looked at the stand. It was pretty nice. It's like a nice Hamilton stand. I don't want no stand. You know what I mean? I was like, I can give you 60, and fuck the stand. You can keep it. You shut up your ass. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really want the stand. He's like, no. Give me $70. You take the stand and get out. I was like, ooh. I was thinking about it. It's like, yeah, it's a nice stand, right? It's an even nicer Hofner. All right. I gave him $70. And I was out. I was happy as hell. I was like, I fucking got it, man. I got it. Found that old motherfucker. I got it. You know what I'm saying? He was like the last guard from Dachau, man. He's still alive, man. He's evading arrest from the international court. I gave him $70 because I was trying to get a Hofner, man. Am I a conspirator? Not really. I didn't know anything about Dachau until you know what I mean? No, I'm just kidding. That's too dark humor to get into with you guys. This is a family program. So, I looked at it and I got home. There's a site called vintagehofners.com from the UK, .co.uk. I don't want to give you false information. And it's got like every single Hofner documented on there. I was looking all day. I was like, is this thing fucking fake Hofner? I was like, fuck that, man. But it was so Hofner-y. The strap button, the decal, the tuners. I mean, it couldn't not be Hofner. It had like a sticker on the back of the headstock from a well-known dealer in Neuss, Germany. Or maybe it's Neuss, Germany. It's like Dr. Seuss with an N. Right? I was like, man, what kind of Hofner is this? The thing that was throwing me off was this rosette. It was like, you know, an oddball rosette. And it had a painted binding on the front. That puts it like the hiking Wandergitarre. And at the low end, student models, you know what I mean, beat around guitars. And I was like, man, it seemed very Hofner-y, right? So I email this guy Steve, who runs vintagehofner.co. I said, hey, mate, cheerio, right? I was like, what about this fucking thing? You know what I mean? What is? It's either a 513, 514, or 5120 is what I'm thinking. You know what I mean? Or all my little thoughts. You know, and he emailed me back later, and I said, hey, man, I've never seen a Hofner like that before, but it's definitely a Hofner, you're right. I'm going to look through my whole archive, and I'll try to figure out what it is for you, my friend. Thanks for contacting me, mate. Glad you get some use out of me site. I was like, yeah, all right. I got the expert on it. But I was going to let the expert, foot all the work, man, because I'm not like that, man. I like to do my share of checking shit out, research, man. That's what the Guitkit's all about, R&D, man. Researching and developing, right? Developing my ideas off of research. So, like, real late at night, I was like, and I finally saw a picture of it, and it was the exact same thing. It had the same rosette, it had the same old painted shit, and it was like an old reverb listing from Spain, of all places. But it had a sticker on the back from Music House, you know what I mean? Another well-known, German distributor. It was the same exact, instrument. Everything was the same thing. And he listed as an old 5120 from 1978. Purchased at Music House. He had all information and shit. And it was like identical, like 1,000% identical. So I, copied the link. I sent it to Steve over at Vintage Hofner. He's like, you know what I'm saying? Found out it was a 5120. These were kind of like a rare bird because they were like, when Korea was coming in, I'm going to take all your business. The Germans were like, oh, mach schnell. They're like changing all the shit around. Now you got to remember, the European, manufacturers died out right around that time because of the, Asian, competition. Remember? We had fucking Eggman die out, right? Now we had Framus die out right around the same era. And Hofner was like, oh, I don't know if there's enough people in the world to play the Beatle bass forever, but luckily the Beatle bass kept them afloat, you know what I'm saying? So they started making like cheaper stuff for the European distributors, like with painted binding, water slide rosette. It wasn't made like, to their top Hofner standards, but it was made by Hofner nonetheless. The low-end stuff, man. And it's a great little guitar, wonderful instrument. It's missing some strings, you know what I'm saying? A couple of like little things that's got to be done to it. Just little things, man. I want to flip you around. Take a look at it. It's got some paint splatter, really. Someone's been in a room while I was painting Dachau, right? Trying to hide all of my crimes. It's got a couple little like things we got to work on, but not many things. So it's going to be a shorter episode. And it's going to be a shorter episode that we can share together. Right? So I'll flip you around. We're going to look at it. We're going to study it. We're going to get it back up in the grade. Might just be putting a couple strings on it. But, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we need to take a break, right? So I'll flip you around. Right? So here it is on the stand, man. You know, say I'm giving you special bonus footage of the stand. You know what I mean? So, stand by me. And it's one of those nice ones that's just got a lean out it. You know what I'm saying? These are coated with like rubber. It just leans back. It like grips it. And you lean it on back. Right? It's a nice stand, man. Hamilton, man. Nice, so now I show you the stand. Let's fucking get to real business. This is me Hofner, man. It's nice to see McCartney playing the cavern bass public again. I like that shit. It makes me happy. Although I see he swapped out that old tuner from Harrison's Tennessee in there, I wrecked on the highway. Like a chrome Cluson tuner on the back there. Even after he had it redone, the cavern bass had that. And now it's been replaced with the correct hardware. Good for him, though, I guess. It's a shit. I'd rather have a nice Hofner than a fucked up Hofner, right? Yeah. So both McCartney's relevant Hofners have been returned to him. They're both in his grasp, man. Life is fucking good for the Hofner land, man. Can't believe he played a concert with the cavern bass. That's fucking great, man. See how this is a water slide rosette. And this is like painted on. So you can see it's phony, but this is certainly Hofnerius. This is some Hofner notations here, right? It's definitely a Hofner authorized dealer. Dr. Noose, man. Alright, so I showed this a million times, man. It's got like a little bit of paint and fleckle on it. Here and there, man. Alright. Let's try to, get that off there. Let's go to the laboratory. Let's take off these strings. Right? Maybe I just leave these strings on. Like maybe I'll take them off. What do you think I should do? This is like a steel string, man. It's not good news at all, man. Looks like this guy had some steel strings on here, man. That's not good news, man. That's anti. Well, I see in the laboratory, denuded of all strings, man. We're going to get rid of these strings. We're going to put better strings on this, man. Hofner deserves the best, man. Peace be with you. I'll see you in the laboratory. And welcome back to the laboratory. I'm back here in the back. Come back here. You're not going to get whacked. April Fools. Springtime rules. You may be right. So I kind of felt bad taking those strings off because they were strung up real well. They're kind of like nice strings, I could tell. Shortcuts, kid, right? So this guitar belonged to Carl Sagan, man. I like to paint the universe on all my instruments. Somebody painted their room. Yeah, leave me Hofner right out. Right? It's an Irish guy now. These things that come off, like if you scrape at them, you know what I'm saying? Carefully. So let's just take a good moment there, neighbor, and try to get as many of them off as possible. Not all of them. We want to save a couple battle scars. I'll see you at that point. 1, 2, 3. All right, so most of the universe has been removed. All right, we don't have any more little flecking out all over the flecking place. You fleck, mother flecker. So you see this? This where? See where it's whereing, William? I wonder why. It's wearing like that, William. Let's take a black furniture marker, man, and just go over that shit, man. Let's fucking cover away the gray, man. That shit's here to stay. You know what I'm saying? Can't fit the Reaper. Huh? See you in a moment. Yeah, that really turns back the clock, man. You know what I'm saying? Like makes a whole difference in the world. Now you can't really tell the difference between this and the regular floor model that had the black binding, you know what I'm saying? Photographically anyway, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about visual arts. What are we going to do now? 22.3% kielbasa grease. Not too much on there. We're going to apply it to the cloth. You know what I'm saying? We want to stay away from the binding that we just did. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to overwhelm it, William, right? I'll see after we've been shown down, man. Hey, man. Don't try to shine, bro. All polished out, man. That's pretty much like a temporary thing. It's like a sort of like, the guests will be here shortly. Let's polish the fucking furniture, you know what I'm saying? We're going to add some lasting remnants of our labors. Got some mineral Earl. Some steel William, right? We're going to work that shit in there, man. We're going to work it in there. We're going to grease it up, man. Real nice. Grease it like. These Wandergitarre guitars are supposed to be in poor condition, you know what I'm saying? A manly, like, fucking Nazi over there wouldn't want me to be cleaning shit up. I banged it up on purpose, right? I treated it like a slave laborer.
Let's work it in here and here too. This seems to be like unfinished fucking rose weasel. See you in a moment. Now we have very lubricated the rotten weasel with the lubricant mineral oil. We're going to let her wait a while. No mock schnell. Right? We're going to mock casual, bro. Just let it set for about an hour. Maybe a little bit more. 1, 2, and 5. So it's almost all seeped into grease land. Let's wipe it off and let it dry off 3-4 hours, and I'll see that punch. Get your greasy head off my couch. Alright, so we let it set overnight. If you coat it over with anything within a couple hours, you see like little grease like surfacing up for a couple days, and it's like, not too appealing, right? Got some paste wax. It happens to be what we have. Happens to be what we're going to use. We go over everything. Everything that we can possibly get our little greasy fingers on, other than like the hardware. You know what I'm saying? We're just going to coat it up, bloat it up. Then we're going to blow it up. You know what I'm saying, man? Let's do it up. You don't want to get too shiny, because that sort of belies the whole idea of a hiking guitar. Me Wandergitarre, right? I don't know what to say, like, you know what I mean, a European accent. Like, me Wandergitarre, you know what I'm saying? Nuremberg fucking defendant. See you in a moment. Yes, now we're shining up like a almost new dime. Uncirculated, but not proof. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to get it too shiny. It looks great. Much different than it did, you know, with the universe on it. All fucked up. So let's string it up. And let's see, man. The glamour shots. We're going to use some cheapy beepies, man. No need for anything spectacular. These are pretty good. Nice trebles, right? Deep basses. Does the job. I got like 20 of them for $20. You can't beat that, man. Can you? And there it is. Me Wandergitarre. It's definitely a nice little, you know, folk guitar. It's a sturdy motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely, you know what I mean, finished quickly. You see how unrefined the finish is on the instrument. Really, the cool thing about this guitar, though, is that it's only like 18 years away from McCartney's favorite, you know, instrument on the planet. And about 21 years from Lennon's Club 40. Harrison at Club 40. Anyway. That's the only cool thing about it. So these people, probably somebody who worked the fiddle on this a little bit, might have touched one of those instruments too. Maybe not, man. I don't know. Let's hear it. You know what I'm saying? It's got, you know, wax on it to protect it now. You know? We'll be all wandering in the woods together, looking for people that are not like us. And then we will get rid of them. 1, 2, and 5 right now. Yes. It's the Wiener Schnitzel that he likes so much. The 5120. 1978. Statute of Limitations. Poland territory. International law. Crime against humanity. 1978. So, Hofner, man, synonymous with our boy Paul McCartney. And I say our boy Paul McCartney because it's the furthest from the truth, man. Well, Paul McCartney, I think, loves to think, I'm just a regular guy. But he knows deep inside, I'm not a regular guy. It's like Springsteen used to drive himself to 7-Eleven. Now he's got like a bodyguard. You see that shit? And I think McCartney's always had bodyguards, but he like, you know, right, 77 feet over there, 22 feet over there, 2 meters, you know what I'm saying? Then you like go on a train and like have people photograph him so you get into like Us Magazine. If that's such a thing still. Is it? Might be. Might be a Uganda edition of Us Magazine. He's in print. Sorry, these are new strings, folks. You know the way classical strings are, man. Beatle Paul, man, we love you, man. It's one of his first songs, I believe. One day you'll look to see I've gone, well, for tomorrow may rain, so I'll follow the sun. And now the time is done, and so my love I must go. And though I lose a friend, in the end you'll know. One day you'll look to see I've gone, but tomorrow may rain, so I'll follow the sun. Paul McCartney, man, hope of deliverance, brother, man. I wish you the best. Hofner, man. Hofner. Right? Happy May. See you in June. Then I'll see you in July, maybe. August, September, November.